this is about.
Oh, we going to church now. We going to church now. Don't tell me this is about a consistency. Don't tell me this. Why are you talking like that? All right, welcome back to the party, everybody. I am your host, Lunch, aka the Indian Jesus, here to resurrect the second coming of common sense. Let's party. So on Thursday, U.S. Representative Ilhan Omar of Minnesota was removed from the Foreign Affairs Committee. Now, I don't really know what they do over there, but Ilhan Omar is part of the squad along with AOC and has very much been pushing wokeness at every turn. So now that we are seeing her ousted from a position, it's not something the liberals are really happy about. So let's check out a couple of these clips, and depending on which side of the aisle you are, it might be amazing or it might be horrible.
Is on adoption of the resolution. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those in favor say no.
No. So the funny thing about that really quick is she just said in favor, in favor. Let's do it again. So she basically just pulled the old Bugs Bunny, it's rabbit season, it's duck season. Let's do it.
Is on adoption of the resolution. Those in favor
say
aye.
Aye. And now listen again.
Those in favor.
What she meant to say was those opposed.
Say no. No.
So they really, even though they're screaming, no, 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 they are saying they're in favor of it because that's what she said.
It's the opinion of the chair that the ayes have it and the resolution is agreed to. And without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid on the table. Gentleman from Mississippi is recognized.
Oh, and so this is the final decision, and they were all talking, but there's a bunch of stuff here that it's just
Senator Bush.
The same stuff that we always get. It's all white supremacy and racism and so on and so forth. It's just get a new word.
Senator Bush. The gentlewoman is
This is Cori Bush.
Recognized for 1 minute.
St. Louis and I rise in support of Congresswoman Ilhan Omar. I've been to her district. I've spoken with her constituents. We visited marginalized communities globally together. This institution is better because of her leadership, and the Foreign Affairs Committee benefits from her perspective. So let's talk about what's really happening.
Let's also remember that Cori Bush is from St. Louis, Ferguson, and how is Ferguson doing? How's it been going? Oh, that's why she's in office.
Republicans are waging a blatantly Islamophobic and racist attack on Congresswoman Omar. And I've said it before, I will say it again. The white supremacy happening is unbelievable. This is despicable. It is Congresswoman Omar who has been harassed at her job for simply existing as a Muslim woman in Congress.
Has she though?
It is she who has been attacked by a member of this body, ridiculing her as a potential terrorist for simply existing.
Is it because she was existing, or it's because of the things that she was saying?
As a Muslim woman in this Congress. So rather than bring an actual accountability, any accountability to
Instead of bringing an actual argument, I'm just going to say buzzwords.
Congress, they bring this offensive resolution to the floor. This is just a bunch of racist gaslighting. We all know it.
The irony is that calling this racist gaslighting is racist gaslighting. Because it's not about race and it's not gaslighting. People don't like her. She was ousted. That's the way government works.
Vote no.
The gentlewoman from Pennsylvania.
Yeah. So I got one more here. Where was it? This was Rashida Tlaib, another member of the squad. Same kind of thing. Just pushing wokeness at every turn. Everything that you don't like about wokeness, it's these women that are pushing it.
Censor Congresswoman Omar in the same week. They introduced a bill to ban federal employees from engaging in censorship.
Huh?
Where are the free speech warriors today? The hypocrisy is obvious to the American people. Is it though? You are showing who you all are, really.
And who is that?
The gentlewoman's time has expired.
Omar will not be silenced.
The gentlewoman's time has expired.
To Congresswoman Omar,
the gentlewoman's time has expired.
That our country is failing you.
Oh, and here come the crocodile tears.
you today through this chamber. You belong
The
in
gentlewoman
that
is no
committee.
longer recognized, and the gentleman from Mississippi is recognized.
They cut her mic. Oh my goodness. And then, of course, we have our sweetheart, our darling, the leader of the squad, AOC herself, grandstanding like I have never seen before.
Really don't know what we're dealing with here, man. And I'm just kind of a little worried about walking up here. It's all right. Because
Just kidding.
As a fellow New Yorker, I think one of the things that we should talk about here is also one of the disgusting legacies after 9/11 has been the targeting and racism
Oh, take a drink. She said racism.
against Muslim Americans throughout the United States of America. And this is an extension of that legacy. Consistency, there is nothing consistent with the Republican Party's continued attack except for the racism and incitement of violence against women of color in this body.
I know. I'm just thinking of Alex Stein. He's like, ooh, I'm loving them moves, girl.
I had a member of the Republican caucus threaten my life, and you all and the Republican caucus rewarded him with one of the most prestigious committee assignments in this Congress. Don't tell me this is about consistency. Don't tell me that this is about.
Oh, we going to church now. We going to church now. Don't tell me this is about consistency. Don't tell me this. Why are you talking like that? You know that we know what you talk like regularly, right?
Condemnation of anti-Semitic remarks when you have a member of the
Anti-Semitic remarks? What?
Republican caucus who has talked about Jewish space.
Oops. Unfortunately, that is a lie. If you look at what she's referring to, Marjorie Taylor Greene had a really pretty kooky, I don't know if it was a Facebook post or whatever, where she was saying forest fires could have been started by, this conspiracy with lasers and stuff. And she mentioned the Rothschilds. Now, let me ask you something. She just talked about the Rothschilds. But if AOC hears Rothschild and she thinks, oh, Jewish space laser, which one of them is anti-Semitic?
Lasers and an entire amount of tropes, and also elevated her to some of the highest committee assignments in this body. This is about targeting women of color.
Is it though?
In the United States of America. Don't tell me, because I didn't get a single apology.
Time is expired.
A single apology. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. She will do and say anything to get you to feel exactly the way she wants you to feel. So, I mean, this is how they act. This is how they act when they don't get their way. They act like they are so high and mighty, and they are the ones above us that can do no wrong. And then they do. And then they get held accountable, and they cry like children. What do you guys think of this? What do you guys think of Ilhan Omar and Cori Bush, Rashida Tlaib? What do you think of these ladies? What do you think of their work? What do you think of all of this? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you once again for the party. I am your host, Lutch, aka the Indian Jesus, here to resurrect the second coming of common sense. Until next time, guys, I am out of here. Peace.